Hi everybody, this is Boog Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the brand new Neca 2024 Beetlejuice figure. So before we take a look at Beetlejuice, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So first up, he comes with the handbook for the recently deceased, and this looks very nice. The cover is actually just a sticker on top of this book. The book does have some sculpted wear on it, and that looks really good. You can see the pages. That does look good, but I do wish this would have been painted over top of it instead of a sticker. You can see the crease in the sticker right here. And finally, he comes with this snake. It's textured really nicely, but it has no sort of paint detail to it. It's just cast in this red color. Would have been cool if it had bendy wire in it, but nope, you can't move it or anything like that. So now let's go ahead and take a look at Beetlejuice's head sculpt. So taking a look at this head sculpt, I think Neca did a phenomenal job on this. I think this might be the same exact head sculpt as the Cult Classics one, just repainted with better paint, but it looks really good. All of the details are printed on this time, and it looks so much more like Michael Keaton. I think this is a really good likeness of Michael Keaton. The printed on teeth there, the green on the skin, all of the details on the face look very, very nice. And one surprising thing about this is the sculpt of the hair. The hair is done in this translucent green plastic, and that looks really good. You get some dark green painted on the top right here, and then you get an even darker shade of green, a wash of that over top of this color. So you get some variation over top of this, and it looks really good. Neca did a very awesome job on this head sculpt. And the body, I think the body might be the same as the Cult Classics. I do know he has new hands because I'm pretty sure the old ones were just swivels, but you actually get up and down movement as well as side to side now. Has a little bit of sculpt detail with the wrinkles and stuff, but the stripes came out very clean. I'm very happy with the way the stripes look. If you look on the left arm, you can actually see that they sculpted and painted all the watches all the way up his arm, and that looks really good. You get the green on the skin on his hands right here, as well as the ring. And one thing that I love is around his fingernails, they actually painted some brown. You get some brown underneath them, as well as brown around them. And that looks really good. On both sides they did that, and that looks great. You get some more of that green paint on the hands over here. That looks very nice. I didn't realize it at first, but he actually has a slight texturing to his pants. You can see it right here on the black stripe. It's a very subtle texturing, but it is there. And the wrinkles down here are sculpted really nicely. The way it looks like the fabric is actually wrinkled looks very nice. And the boots are also sculpted really nicely. The laces are sculpted really, really well. And he even has a little bit of texturing on the boots, and that looks really nice. No sort of sole sculpture on the bottom or anything like that. But yeah, this figure looks really good. This is mostly just a reuse of the previous mold. I think the original one was like 2006 or so. But I think the articulation is decent on it. It's a lot better compared to the Hannibal Lecter that was just re-released. He had next to no articulation, but Beetlejuice actually does have some pretty good articulation. So let's go over that now. So he has a ball-jointed neck that can look up just about all the way. The hair is actually pretty soft, so you can get him looking up more than I thought he'd be able to. He can only look down just a little bit because of the collar right here. He can move his head side to side very nicely. He has shoulders that can move out that far. He has swivel wrists that can move side to side and up and down very nicely. He has a ball-jointed waist that can move back all the way. He can move forward just a little bit. He can move all the way around very nicely and side to side very nicely. And then he has swivel boots that just move side to side. So now let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here he is next to the recent re-release of Hannibal Lecter. He was one of the original figures in the Cult Classics line with Beetlejuice. Here he is next to an actual original Cult Classics figure. I'm pretty sure this was from the same exact wave. I think the wave was Beetlejuice, the Crow, Patrick Bateman, and the Mohawk Gremlin, if I remember right. Here he is next to the Cult Classics Bubba Hotep. I would like to see him get a re-release. That would be very awesome. Though I still think even though this doesn't have great articulation, it still holds up pretty well today. And finally, here he is next to the Ultimate Ghostface figure. For my last size comparison, I wanted to compare him to a newer Neca figure. So overall, I think this is a really cool figure. I know it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea because the articulation is still pretty limited, but I think it's a really cool figure and definitely a really good update on him. And as I said, he's definitely got way more articulation than the Hannibal Lecter that was just re-released. So far, I don't think there's actually going to be an ultimate of this. I know there's supposed to be an articulated version of him with the spikes and the jacket, but as for an ultimate stripe version, Neca hasn't said that there's going to be one. So if you want a good Beetlejuice figure in your collection, then I would recommend picking this one up. So far, this is only hitting Walmart stores. I did get mine on the Walmart app. I think it's still available right now. So if you're wanting this, you can either try and find it in-store or you can get it on the app. Though my package did come in really damaged. They shipped it in a literal bag and it was super damaged. The literal back split in half. So if you do happen to order it from Walmart, definitely be aware that it will probably come damaged. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.